You're just moving to
Rolling?
Yeah.
So you're going to start off making a rose with a coil of clay about the size of a finger. So you want to roll that coil out. And this is probably long enough. And then you're going to flatten it. And then you want to roll it so you have one side almost paper thin, and it'll taper into a little thicker on the bottom side, long ways. So now I'm going to take my roller and I'm going to try to keep it right on this edge so I get that thin spot on that top side. It doesn't matter if it's straight. And you may not need the whole piece, so you can rip off some of it. And then you're going to continue to pinch it until it gets pretty much paper thin. Like so. So one side, the bottom side's going to be a little thicker, top side's nice and thin. Then I'm going to take it, oh, and incidentally you want to use real soft clay because you're going to be rolling this, and if you roll drier clay it's going to crack on you. So I'm going to start, and this is going to be the inside of my rose. And I'm going to wrap this around. Like so. And now I have the inside part of my rose. After I do that, I'm going to take and I'm going to pinch about halfway down and create a little handle, kind of a stem-like thing, but we're going to be cutting this off later, so you don't need to try to mold it into anything real nice. Just get this bottom part nice and clean where you're going to be adding more petals. And then you have a nice little handle to hold on as you're going to add those petals. To make the petals, you're going to get just a little ball of clay and keep the bottom kind of thick, just like we did with that first slab. You're going to pinch the top into a petal like shape, and again keeping that bottom just a little bit thick. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to bend it just a little bit to curve it like that. I can adjust the top, make each one different to make it natural. Then I'm going to take this petal, I'm going to attach it to the side, and since I'm using nice brand new soft clay, I can just blend that on because I have a thicker part of clay on the bottom. Repeat. Then on the second one, we're going to overlap the first one just a little bit and then blend that one on. And you can make this as big or small as you want. You can use less coil in the middle to make this, the inside smaller. You can add multiple petals on the outside. I'm only going to do a single layer for this demo, but you could add more and more and more, and you can make the rose that much wider and bigger and more open. If you get little tears in here, it's okay because that happens naturally in roses as well. So little imperfections help make it look more natural. So now you can see so far I got 3 petals on there. I'm going to put probably 2 more, and then I'll be done with a smaller size rose, and then I'll show you how to attach it. This isn't the first one I've done, so you might want to practice a little bit, and that first one you do might not come out so good. Try it again. Learn from mistakes, learn by doing. If you need help while you're doing it, see me. Once you have the rose where you like it, as far as shape and form, again, you can adjust these petals and move them around, give them little different curves, make them appear more natural. It is going to be very fragile as it dries with the thinness, so you have to be very careful storing, bagging, what have you. Can I borrow that for a second? No. Yeah. So say you had little sculpture and you wanted to add a rose in the front. Well, it's got a big old stem on here that we don't really need. So you just take a needle tool, and depending on how you want that flower angled, we're going to go ahead and slice it at a diagonal. And I'm just going to do like so. I would score that, and then I can place it and slip and score it